I am thoroughly tickled.
Breastfeed it.
To relax your anus.
I'm not going to put it in a bottle and breastfeed it to you.
Breasts.
Breasts.
Breastfeed it. Breastfeed it. Breastfeed it. Breastfeed it. Breastfeed it. Breastfeed it. Breastfeed it.
Try to relax your anus.
I'm not going to put it in a bottle and breastfeed it to you.
sorry.
Are you thoroughly tickled?
I am thoroughly tickled.
Is your anus relaxed?
Try to relax your anus.
What about your shoulders?
Your shoulders.
Phil, tell me how you feel.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
No, Daddy, no.
And you know what?
And big taints.
And what else, Phil?
I love Hulk Hogan's dick. Yes.
So tonight we have an evening. Do I have my sound on? I think I do. Yes, I do. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah, there's more Tickled news. It's going to be his bad takes and more of his comments allegedly on the Pulse nightclub shooting. I know these comments are confirmed, but of course he deleted them, so I can only say that they are his. This is what he does. You enjoyed my intro, Denise? You know why I did the whole Elden Ring and... Well, first off, fun fact about that picture of Quantum TV. I'm sure he'll try to copyright claim that. Some of you already know this because I know I said it in other streams, but some of you don't. That picture was AI generated. It is not a human being. So what is this? Do you have a copyright on all well-sculpted black men, Quantum? Is that what you're saying? Good, let him try to claim it. I'll prove the fact it was AI generated. No, I did not see DSPs. I think I'm going to have to watch that. Not that I care to watch it. I know who asked him to watch it. I don't really like giving trolls notoriety. But it is Phil. And I am interested to see what he has to say. Yes, that pic is not Quantum. That's AI generated. I made it. It's a non-human being. And I did that on purpose. I also put Elden Ring in there because he literally unmodded his most loyal follower because they showed an Elden Ring PC performance video. He that was like Batman kicking Robin in the balls because he didn't like what he made him for dinner. Okay, Classy Tech. You could verify these Pulse nightclub. I think you sent this to me too. Yeah, so someone, anonymous. I have the Discord chat. Someone sent it to me. He unmodded Anonymous because Anonymous is like, hey, I wanted to show how the performance was with Elden Ring. And he unmodded him. He said, well, if it was anyone else, I would have banned him. But, you can't show Elden Ring. Like, imagine being so insecure that someone can't even... Elden Ring's a very popular game. It's known to not be very well optimized on all platforms. Okay, you hate it, but a lot of people don't. But you're so insecure and so mad that you unmod someone because, dude, it's... Because, in his fucked up mind, all of this drama, as much as he loves the attention of it because he's a conflicted weirdo, he hates the game because in his mind, it's always something else's fault besides him. So it's the game's fault that he got exposed the way he did. Not his fault. It's the game's fault. No, Googlefish, you were calling me when I was doing it. What the hell is he calling me for? And I'm trying to get ready to do shit. I had to make a thumbnail of a well-sculpted black man. And you were fucking it up. Good. I'm glad. Stick around, Ninjishin. Because I went to the video where he left the comments. Of course they're gone. Because he literally must have Google alerts set up for like multiple websites and apps that if anybody mentions him ever, we'll start when we hit 500 people just to let people know, so let everyone know. Because you could have like the Boogie 2988 video. Boogie told me that he left a comment there that he ended up deleting. Had to have been like maybe within 2 minutes. Like he sits there probably on his phone and then on his computer like, Quantum TV, Quantum TV, Quantum TV, Quantum TV, Quantum TV, Quantum TV, Quantum TV. And I'll get that person you said. That has to be what he does, because it doesn't matter if like you have 50 views and 2 subscribers or 5 million subscribers and 2 million views per video. Like he's looking up. It's nuts. And wait till you see. I'm glad Ninjishin's here. Wait until you see what this guy said. Wait. And that'll be the icing on the shit cake. We're gonna get to that later. I don't even, dude, but I know Narcissist. He's like on another level. Like even some fairly extreme narcissist I know. I missed some super chats, DBZ. I'm going to get to them. Even some, they would have they would stop. It would be like, okay, like he can lie about anything. Anything. He doesn't. It's just if it fits what he wants, it's okay. What about Doom 3, Googlefish? I have Call of Duty running rock solid on the Aya Neo Air Pro. They should actually pay me for advertising at this point. It's getting ridiculous. I'm not getting paid by them, by the way. I should, though. 60 FPS. Rock solid multiplayer. I was like, I didn't think it would do it. I mean, I got Vanguard to like 60 and above most of it. It would drop a couple times here and there, but it was still very playable. But solid 60. I cannot believe I'm running it on a handheld at 60. Yeah, he is out of his mind. Quantum T, Scott Defoe, he's out of his mind. Yeah, the poo shirt is back. You know what that means? I may have not lost weight, but I didn't gain any weight because it fits exactly the fucking same. All right, so let me get to super chats before we start. We're on the cusp. So, Neil, I don't see it. Oh, okay. You're on the bottom here. Happy Friday, Rich. Thanks for always making me laugh with these soundboards of Try to Relax Your Anus.
Try to relax your anus.
Looking forward to more of your streams. Thank you, GamerX, for being a member for 3 months, too. I really appreciate that. Members do help quite a bit. Did you see DSP's reaction? I answered before. It's funny, I answered you, but I missed the first member super chat. Yeah. There's a lot of quantum juiciness. If we don't watch it tonight, we will watch it Sunday night. I'm going to have my kids here tomorrow, and they're staying overnight, so I don't know if I'm going to be streaming. Chances are pretty slim I'm going to be streaming tomorrow night. However, I already have 2 major stories for tomorrow. What do you mean it was bad? Like, was it boring? I don't care if it was brutal. I don't give a shit what was said. You know? Not going to put it in a bottle and breastfeed it to you.
I'm not going to put it in a bottle and breastfeed it to you.
This is your life now.
I love hearing that from Jeremy.
This is your life now.
Do you hear the seething? Isn't the seething delicious?
This is your life now.
Yeah, I'm actually having another gastric bypass tomorrow. Especially the second half. Yeah, I can't picture Phil in a situation like that being super entertaining. But again, look, if my trolls want to pay him, make that money, Phil. I don't give a fuck. I said I wasn't saying that before to be like just brushing him off. I'm serious. Make your money off my trolls, dude. It is okay with me. So, Rich, I want to call in and be a permanent part of this stream and tell you about how naked I am for Quantum. I'll have you call in. 100%. I was just like in the middle of shit. I'm like, why the fuck is he calling me now? I wasn't able to watch the rest of my stream. My internet cut out when you started GTA 5. How far did we get on Super Chats last night? I don't even remember, dude. I don't know. Last night I didn't miss that many. It was the night before I fucked up. Yeah, God, GTA 5 was a rocks. There was maybe a couple drops to like 58 FPS when I was driving, like twice. But the game was running at a solid 60 on a handheld. On a fucking handheld. I know, look, the Steam Deck is more powerful. The Steam Deck is the way to go. But I just can't believe we have the tech that I could play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2022. Jesus Christ, the naming. As I almost break a remote. They gotta stop with the fucking naming, but like I just couldn't believe it. Like I finally got it to work after I stopped the stream last night. Remember I was typing in all of my credentials and shit. It was pissing me off. And yes, we're gonna get to the videos. And I'm like, I went through all this. Let me see how it runs on here. I might as well get it set up if I want to stream it another day. And obviously it's on low settings if you want to get 60 FPS, which in Call of Duty you do. But it runs solid. Looks good. I think I have it at 1366 by 768. For some reason, that looks cleaner than even sometimes 1600 by 900. Might be something with the dock, but... did my shoulders work on it? Yes.
Breasts.
All right, for I wasn't able to watch, so for $8, DSP will tell you your future with an 8-ball. Imagine he did that. Imagine he dressed up like he was a psychic too. Hi, I'm Phil from the Psychic Friends Network. It's all Tevin's fault. Hey, Rich, this is my life now. I just peed in the knife. All right. Hey, Rich, this is your life now.
This is your life now.
I just peed in my basement.
I love Hulk Hogan's dick and big taints.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
You know what's fun? We're at 600 people. I know. I heard, this is what I saw around Twitter. I'm not digging. I honestly don't give a fuck, but I heard that there's trouble in the Hambly paradise. Like his wife may have left him. I don't know if that's true or not. This is what but then again, I can't go by tweets because look what people were tweeting about me. Yeah, I want to get a 4090 Classy Tech. Maybe I'll take you up on that. He did an 8-ball for it. Anonymous and I have texted outside of YouTube. Also, I can verify those comments. I remember in Magician you saying that before. Quantum is now having Chris Chan levels of lore. Yeah, it's getting insane. Except they're both horrific in different ways. Mr. Rich, you're a man. Thank you very much. And thank you for being... Holy shit, you've been a member for 15 months of the Real Alerts. Appreciate that. Risburgu, Rich, Mr. Rich, you are a man. So the birds agree with you. Quantum's mods were not happy when I told him you were streaming a moment ago. Your shoulders, well, yeah, not
Your shoulders.
That may have actually been close. Keep up the stream, man. I love watching your streams at work. Quantum TV is always good for some labs. Love the content, bro. Keep up the excellent work. Thank you very much, man. And thank you again for being a member for almost half a year. Yeah, he's an interesting guy. Frightening, too. I am a man and birds make my bubbles giggle. Your bubbles giggle? So you fart when you see birds? That's one sexy thumbnail bad I just shot ropes. Oh la 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 la. Oh la 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 la. Cornering's imaginary black dead. I'm just thinking of like Cat's just walking by and like she just hears this like coming out of his room. Oh la 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 la. Yes. Maybe she does cry. I thought you said he did an 8-ball of like coke. All right. Anyway, it's time to get into the breastfed news here. As I shrink the wrong screen because I'm a boomer and I'm still not using. There we go. So we'll get to the unhinged shit later. Let's start with, not with that. Little Mermaid. Yeah, all right, let's start with him being racist and a victim first.
We're at a point now where I'm going to just say this.
Oh, fuck. There we go. Here we go. Dude, the Twitch lore is like 700 pages long in like 36 hours. I'm like, yeah, I should make a video on it. I just don't even know where the fuck to begin. I don't know.
If you're my regular viewers and you only care about watching TV stuff, or maybe you don't care about hearing my personal views or my political views, now's a good time to click off. I was nice.
He's so weird with this. First off, I want to see how many actual likes and dislikes he has so we can get an accurate. I got to put it in my Chrome browser. So why do you have a second channel? Why are you selective with what drama videos you put on what channels, Quantum? He's almost at 50-50 with this one. It's 611 likes, 476 dislikes. So I wonder what, that doesn't make sense with me. Why is it some stuff, oh, it's the controversy's here because I don't want to put it on my, is it like, because you think you could get away with it and it's not against TOS, your take, so you can make money off of it and you know it's controversial? I think that's it. Toy 2, do you know?
I gave you that disclaimer. Now's the time. Just go wait for that stuff. A little bit ago, a couple days ago, whatever it is, I made a video about the Little Mermaid and the disgusting racism that that film represents with literally race washing and telling
why. It's a fictional character. Why does every fictional character have to be white? That's how it used to be in most cases. It's fictional. Who gives a shit if the Little Mermaid's black, Hispanic, white, Asian? Who fucking cares? Mermaids don't exist. Who cares in the original films or cartoons that she was white? That's what I don't understand. Like, that's the other thing, too. Like, oh, it's what are people calling it? Like, sloppy seconds? And then, what is the other one? Race washing? He's going to go into the great replacement theory. I saw some of this. He's going to go into the great fucking replacement theory. Like, these fucking freaks are out there, man. What am I missing the point of? Who fucking cares what the color of a character is in a fictional fucking movie? Who cares? Like,
again, black females who are extremely talented, like Halle Bailey, that they don't deserve their own original film. That was a racist move, and you shouldn't be race washing and giving her sloppy seconds, right? The same breath I said that, people came out and they started talking about this film, The Woman King. Now, I don't watch every trailer.
Why is it that they're trying to say that people of all races can have prominent roles? It's a fictional character. So what? It was like, you ever watch like old GM sales films? Everyone was white. Matter of fact, I'll fucking show you. And the women were sitting in the back seats while the husbands were in the front. Husbands were in the front. You don't believe me? Let me see. I can find it right now. That's what motherfuckers like him want again. Like, when they say make America great, that's what they really mean. It's weird. 1950s. You want to see the dystopia these motherfuckers want? 1950s GM sales training video. Hopefully, maybe this is it. Let me see. Hold on one
Socks are
second.
the number one most requested item in homeless shelters. Underwear is number 2.
Thank you.
Sure. Well, how much? Yes, but $1 a home. Buick has a better trade. Seems like a lot.
That's not it. Hold on. I want to find. It'll take. If I can't find it in the next 45 seconds, don't worry.
Isn't what Harry? I looked them over the other day, and it's just about the poorest list I've ever seen. Have him keep his mind more on the car than on the road. You see, it's usually
One thing. Old car sales training films.
Offering 4 models. The Impala Boxing. Performance features for...
Is this it? No. Anyway.
Other appearance and...
This to Lincoln is a little...
What? It's going to be something I have to dig for. All right, I'm sorry, guys. But it was like everyone was white. The women were in the back seat. Everyone in the neighborhood was white. I'll find it. Or maybe, who knows, maybe it was taken down, copyright YouTube. Hopefully it wasn't. I know it exists. And, like, what they're trying to do with these films, who fucking cares? It's a fictional character. Let a lead role that was once played by white characters be played by a black character. It's fictional. Who gives a shit? Oh, God. But anyway, he's even looking like a Karen with the hand on the chest, clutching his metaphorical pearls. Quantum.
Try to relax your anus.
Taylor, I just got turned on to this, so I was like, what the hell's going on? I look into this, I'm immediately pissed off. Okay, let me try to word this in a way that, like, everyone, including the rebuttalers, can understand, okay?
The back and forth between Sessler and Vito on Twitter. What happened?
You are literally so thirsty and so desperate for black representation, you are going to allow a non-black director, silver spoon Hollywood directors making multi-millions and billions of dollars in a course of a calendar year to be able to rewrite black history, ignore all of the fucking facts, okay, to be able to profit off of black representation at the cost of making the villains the good guys. That's what you're doing. Because let me tell you a little...
Quantum, first off, it's, even if it's based on, I'm not even sure what the film is based on. It's a Hollywood film. Corporations pander to who... Wow, people are finally realizing that other races should have prominence. And they like to see it, which therefore will make Hollywood studios money. Oh, no. Gee. Whatever shall we do? He's going to go into convulsions, man, if there's ever a black James Bond. Holy shit, imagine that video. He's going to be throwing his fucking chair around. Like, yeah, why is Ben Kingsley, isn't he English, playing Gandhi? Q is writing a sequel to Roots starring the Friends cast. Dude, it's just amazing that look at the anger, man. Look how angry this man is.
Story about the Dahomey. The Dahomey are the reason why the term African American exists. They are a part of that problem. They were the ones that sold black people to Europeans. They were the people selling us to the guy on the boat. Fact. They were the ones who were drinking blood and human sacrifice rituals, going into peaceful villages, killing everyone but the children. And
yeah, it's amazing, man. But dude, we're gonna see the other darker shit from later. This is more like let's just laugh at him be an idiot and be so pissed off at a fucking Hollywood film.
And then selling them all for a profit so that their empire could prosper, so that they can keep connects and all that shit. And you idiots, you stupid fuckers, are so desperate for representation that you're gonna sit there and you're gonna clap and be like, that's a strong black female lead? Bullshit. That is no different.
What? I gotta look this up. The Woman King? The Woman King. Hollywood film. What is it? In the 1800 group of all-female warriors protects the African kingdom of Dahomey with skills and fierceness unlike anything the world has ever seen. Faced with a new threat, oh, dude, so what? Because they have strong, like, I'm not going to show the trailer, obviously.
With changing seasons, it's always nice to have things you can count on, like the people in your life or the open road at your fingertips, and a Jeep is the vehicle to get you there.
Why does the guy who's reading it sound like this? And why don't you go and buy a Jeep? I may have a couple fingers in my ass so I can make my voice sound like this.
Available now. During Jeep Adventure Days get special offers like this. See us online and test drive one today.
Oh, so he's pissed off that they're showing like women in a position of strength is really what his problem is, right? Is that what his real fucking... Jesus Christ, this guy, man. She mud on... Yes, of course, a black Santa would simply... Yeah, like... Dude, aren't they thinking about having a black James Bond? Who wants to place money that he will make a video crying about it? Nah, boo. Who wants to place bets he'll fucking cry about it? Can I get to put it in a bottle and breastfeed it? Yes.
I'm not going to put it in a bottle and breastfeed it to you.
I'm sorry.
Oh, la 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 la. Yes.
When Phil busts the nut, like, he probably sounds like a cat getting fisted, man. He does not have a soothing voice. It's probably like, ah! Why am I thinking about that? The original, this is interesting. I didn't know this. I'll have to verify it later. Not saying, Dan Wolf, you're lying, but, you know, you always have to do your due diligence. The original Little Mermaid was about the author's gay lover he can't be with because of the times and how it was looked at. She was also green and turned into sea foam at the end. The irony in that. I bet you he doesn't know that. He would lose his fucking mind at that point. Could you imagine? Quantum doesn't know he's black because he uses TV settings on his... Yeah, dude. All of a sudden, all these motherfuckers are worried about historical accuracy. All of a sudden, historical, when it's a person's skin color that they don't like, historical accuracy is so crucial. The fuck out of here. Now you care.
Then looking
if it's a blonde white woman with big titties, they wouldn't say a fucking thing.
At the Nazi regime and holding them up as heroes. That's no different than looking at Castro's regime in Cuba and holding him up as a hero, and then ignoring all the people who suffered as a result of that regime. This is the most disgusting, divisive, racist fucking film that spits in the face of true black history and everyone who died so that people who look like me and everybody else can be here today free. This is an insult to everybody.
Are you done? Okay, good. All right, we will try it one more time. If we get to... I'll lower it a little bit. $1,000 for Super Chats tonight, I will do the one chip challenge. This Saturday coming, not this week, the following Saturday is Bug Eating Day, where I'm going to play a bunch of co-op games with my brother and eat bugs and probably throw up. And then we'll do that next time. Yes, Jerry Ram, 1K to eat a chip. Yes, it's like just like a Pringle. Of course it's an acting for his channel to get more views. I get it. But the thing is, what's funny about it is when he gets fucking flack for it, he doesn't like it. You can't have it both ways, Quantum. You can't have it both ways. You can't poke the hornet's nest and then cry when you get stung. I know it sounds like I said condom. Yeah, motherfucker, who was saying that before? Like, oh, what, $1,000 to eat a chip? Like, bro, if it was just like a Pringle, I'd be like, all right, I'm down. So people were telling me last night to ask for more. They're like, Rich, you don't know what you're getting into with that chip. I'm playing Modern Warfare 2 as a black woman in Vindictive. Quantum doesn't... Dude. I'm telling you, like I said, Magician, before, if there is a black James Bond, which I heard there is a chance that will happen, he's going to lose his shit. You know the video's coming. And yeah, okay, maybe he is making these videos to stir up the pot and get viewership. That's obviously on the table, but it's still funny that he doesn't like the flip side of it. He doesn't like, what's up, NYT Mom? How are you? He doesn't like the flack. He likes the attention. He likes the views. I'm sure he likes the extra ad revenue. But when it bites him in the ass, he cries like a fucking girl about it. So bacon, cucumbers, and breastfeeding bottles. Thank you. You're not going to put it in a bottle and breastfeed it to me, motherfucker. One man, many birds, one spicy anus. Thank you very much, Ada. Now, many of you are like, Rich, that's a high goal. Yes, it is. Why? Because I don't want to do it. But if I'm going to get 1,000, will I fucking do it? Of course. So you set it high hoping it doesn't happen. But if it does happen, you made $1,000 off of it. So fuck it. You suffer. There's a method to my madness. I don't think I e-beg. Some people may consider that e-begging, which, whatever. But I give you a good show for the money, I feel. He should think before acting he a racist after calling someone a half-breed. Yeah, and there was a time in 2011, and I'm not a racist person, and I regret saying it, where I called Obama his half-black ass. And that was terrible, and I regret it. But he's also said multiple other things. You know, he's said racist things, hateful things over and over, and he's continuing to.
White and black alike, because contrary to the woke agenda, white people were there dying with us too. Let me say that again. White people were there dying with us too. For all the people who want to sit there and act like white people are the villains in the story, no, the fuck they're not. They were right there in the Martin Luther King marches with us, getting shot with rubber bullets and worse, getting sprayed down and hosed. Go look at the...
It's so weird that he has this thing where he has to defend white people.
Fucking history books, go look at those pictures. They were also the same people who fucking helped us abolish slavery, okay, back in those days. You think Lincoln was all alone when he was making that decision? No, other white men had to agree on it too. And the thing...
And, yeah, no one's denying that, dude.
...is everybody hates Lincoln so fucking much. They put him on the copper coin because he freed black people, you know, copper, the color of black people's skin, right? And then they turned his face away from every other president. And that was because they saw him as a traitor for freeing us and giving us equality and freedom. And you know what's funny? For all this talk of progressivism, wokeism, black representation, and caring about us, now
yeah, he's very vindictive, man. He's very vindictive. Yes, I know everyone's complaining I don't have giant birds up here. I'll get a bird. Who else was saying it? I think it was Minxy. Here, I'll put the biggest cock up here. Everyone's saying yes.
Yes!
And you know, some people may look at this and be like, oh, Rich, this isn't... He's done this multiple fucking times before where he, like, wants shit whitewashed, and I don't understand it.
not a single president, not Trump, not Biden, nobody in modern time has turned Lincoln's face on that penny back the same way as every other president that we deal with and change hands.
Dude, he would... he looks like the way he speaks and the way he probably has a nude photo of Alex Jones on his ceiling that he beats off to. I heard about that where he says he's part white and he kind of... It's so weird, dude. It's so weird. Uncle Quantum, yeah. He is using the white straw man argument. It's... Yeah, he really is a racist black dude. It's quite strange.
All the time. Anytime you hold a penny in your hand, it is a spit in the face and a reminder that we don't matter. Nobody has a problem with that.
It's like the Milo Yiannopoulos card, where Milo Yiannopoulos is like, they kind of do it with Dave Rubin, too. It's like, oh, I could say homophobic stuff because I'm gay. He's pulling that with the race shit. I could be racist because I'm black, so obviously I can't be racist. No, that's not true. You absolutely can be. So much taint.
And big taints.
I think DSP when we're content with this chicken sandwich. Oh, yes, dude. Phil's chicken sandwich.
Same way all of the idiots and the stupid fucks supporting this movie don't understand that it is not okay to sit there and glorify and fucking idolize villains who sold black people into slavery. It gives the message that, you know what?
Yeah, dude, he would absolutely, if he could find a way to be they would obviously not let him be, but I'm sure he probably dreams of being a KKK member. Oh my God, absolutely. Holy God, this guy. By the way, happy Friday, Rich. What's up? Please, 6. Oh, God. Oh, I played the shit out of Killing Floor 2. Yes. I've put a decent amount of hours in Killing Floor 2. I should see if the... I probably should put the Steam Deck up here, because I know people are more interested in the Steam Deck. Toy 3. We need a fucking sequel. Where's Toy 4? Because I know, let me tell you something. Modern Warfare 2, which is nice. You could buy it on Steam. I bought it on Steam. Runs great on the Ioneo Air Pro. They better make... The Steam Deck is more powerful. They better make it Steam Deck verified. There's no fucking reason it can't be. The clan's ideology is more extreme. I can believe that. Who shot this serious Big Mad for? Dude, I don't get it. Dude, I don't know, but like, he really is a racist black dude. It's quite insane.
Black people, you want representation? Let me tell you what your representation is. The only time you get valued is when we tell you your slave traders are your heroes. Sit down. Shut up. That's your representation. That's the message this movie sends. And what's so fucking disgusting and what's so fucking sad is, you know, that all of these people are just supporting this because they think that's what black people want. And you know what's disgusting? Black people that do end up just, you know, supporting this film without knowing the history of it, okay? These are the same ones that are just using that disgusting argument, oh my gosh, she looks like me, I'm gonna go watch the film, never knowing the disgusting dark history behind any of it. It's you know, people need to start watching movies like The Color Purple and Amistad, Hotel Rwanda, real black movies talking about these issues that seem to have gone forgotten after my generation, apparently. I'm not even that fucking old, okay? And it really bothers me that, like, they're allowed to profit. They're allowed to literally war crime fucking engaging terrorists as heroes. Like, these people committed atrocities on black people. And you are so fucking desperate that you are saying that they're your heroes, that they are strong black women, that they need to be put in some strong black female lead. You roll out the big media machine. You have everyone from Rotten Tomatoes to...
I'm still wondering why he put this on his main channel. What is the barrier between... And he still has an Actman video on his main channel, so he can't even say that, oh, I don't want the drama here. Like, what makes the needle tilt in either direction where this shit... Does he think... What I think it is, because he thinks he's black and has this take, which is a racist take, that he won't get in trouble for it. So it's viewership, it's controversy, and he thinks he's good.
Every blog article painting anyone who doesn't like the film as a racist. You have everyone literally on Rotten Tomatoes, apparently, a 100% rating, which has almost never happened in the history of that fucking franchise, of that corporation. And I think at the end of the
that franchise
day, it really sends the message home that you really don't care about black people, right? You just wanted to profit off of our history, rewrite the history books, and lie about everything that happened because it wasn't convenient to the woke agenda. It's not a convenient thing to tell people that there are some really bad black people too, that, you know, we have that in our race as well. It's not convenient to say that because when you're sitting here trying to paint all white people as an enemy, it's not convenient to say that people like Abraham Lincoln exist and his allies and people who were marching with Martin Luther King, the people who back in the days who owned plantations, set slaves free, would harbor slaves, were getting killed right there with us, would adopt families, would have families with slaves as white people, and literally be murdered when discovered right alongside the black people because they didn't believe in that shit back then. You're leaving out a big portion of history that allows us as black people to be...
But you're also leaving out that the majority... Dude, they made humans into slaves. They owned them and traded them like property. You're talking about the exception, not the fucking rule. Rudy, I don't blame you. I'm embarrassed that he is black. Like, okay, yeah, there was good white people that wanted to help the enslaved, but black people, they literally made them property, like kept them in fucking cages and made them just work and just hey, you get to eat. What the fuck are you on? And there was a war fought over that because they wanted to keep black people as slaves. I'm oversimplifying it, but that's the main reason. How am I going too far with my remarks?
free and have the platforms that we have today, and it's fucking disgusting. And it is domestic terrorism, because you are propagating a dangerous idea that people who commit disgusting acts of fucking human rights violations, war crimes, and worse as heroes. And you're doing it on a mass global scale through your Hollywood production. I'm so sick of this. This is the same reason why today I go through a cancel culture campaign from all these woke little liberals that want to cancel me because I don't speak, talk, and coddle their little fucking feelings about this woke ideology. It's the same reason they're coming after me, is because the idea that black Christian conservatives exist is a fucking just, it's an insult. It cannot exist to these racist woke liberals.
Because Quantum, you literally multiple times, we're about to see it again tonight. Ninjishin is still here, and Classy is still here, I hope. The messages you now deleted again, where you were applauding that 50 people were killed at the Pulse nightclub. Not talking about your Twitter shit, which I verified. This guy's out of control, man.
They cannot have it. So much so that now they want to say that anyone who goes against this is just disgusting. If you look at the director of this film and you go look at her Twitter, she's saying things like, these conservative bitches, you know, white men defy them. All kinds of just crazy tirades. She's going on a fucking frenzy. And you know why she's doing this? Because she's a liberal who does not respect true equality. And that's a fact. And everybody who goes and sees this film is adding to that.
Now look, to a degree, I agree. I don't like pandering either, Quantum. I get it. Where you could tell, obviously, when television shows and commercials are blatant pandering. You know, I finally changed my picture, but that's why I purposely kept up my Pride picture past Pride Month. Everyone's like, oh, it's not July or June anymore. You could take it down. I'm like, no, fuck you. I guess I'm not doing that pandering shit. I wanted to prove a point. But I get it. I don't like that either. But there has to be a balance at the same time where we could show that women of color or in different genders can be in prominent positions. Who gives a fuck that the Little Mermaid was initially white?
I seriously implore you, why not, instead of making movies about the people who sold us into slavery, talk about the slaves? Find the last slave, find that book about the last slave, and talk about his accounts with this Dahomey tribe, and how they sold him, and how they raided his village, and how he had to walk for miles and miles with the decapitated heads of his loved ones fucking right next to him, with the smell so strong it could fucking kill you over, okay? And you have to walk next to the people who just killed your entire fucking family because you have no choice, because you're being sold into slavery. How dare you? How dare anyone fucking make a movie like this and think that black people should be grateful because of representation of our skin color and the wrong fucking manner, glorifying our fucking captors? You fucks. Like, how dare you? And I have to sit here in America and I have to watch all of this play out and I have to pretend like, oh, I'm just a YouTuber. I can't speak on this. Fuck that. I'm a human being first and foremost who is against racism in all shapes and forms. And this...
Yeah, it's a fucking movie, dude. It's a fucking movie. It's exactly it.
This right here, this means more to me than anything else.
And look, I get the point of pandering. It pisses me off. That's what I was just talking about before. Like what they do with Pride Month, and you could see it in commercials and television shows. I understand that. But the reason why with him I put it more into a spotlight, because once you're about to see the other stuff with him, you're not going to take this take as seriously. Who retracted the message? I wanted to see what John Smith had to say. Esker Alcom, I missed your super chat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes, Kanye West, 400 years of slavery was a choice. That was incredible. That was incredible. And there was one time he used to be my favorite producer, but that was many moons ago. Clayton Bixby, I think I remember that. I vaguely remember that knick-knack. Let me see what you wrote, Esker. I don't see it. Oh, apparently the kingdom of Dahomey was sold slaves according to Encyclopedia Britannica. doesn't excuse Quantum. Movie seems more about the female warriors who were, by and large, ignored by history. I got to look more into the film. Okay, but even if there is pandering here, okay, any kind of validity he has here, once you see the rest of the stuff he wrote and you know the way his brain works, is going to be just washed away. I assure you this dude is racist. Yes,
for you people to know that
Trump supporter.
Black people are not going along with this. This is not okay just because you put our skin color on film, on the silver screen. We couldn't give two shits, okay? You need to be respectful to our history. Don't sit there and start changing things. What if you start going to the coyotes that human traffic people, separate families, and we make a movie about them being the heroes, and they're victims you never talk about? Would you really think that movie would do good too? Let me guess. Everybody who doesn't support that film is now a racist, conservative bitch, right? Man, fucking liberals, this is why nobody likes you. Straight up. I'll say it just like nobody likes you woke liberals because of this. You're a racist to the extent of every turn. No chance in fucking normal conversation. All you want to do is sit here and shit on everybody all the time and change history and race wash and race swap and then say, but we made her black though. She looks just like you.
This is the same guy who literally wants to see gay people dead. It's unbelievable. It's
right,
unbelievable.
sit down, buddy. Fuck that. It's time for people to start waking up. And that's the real truth here. So if you go watch this movie, prepare for more of this. Prepare for them to tell you slavery never happened and start glorifying the masters on the plantation. If you support this film, prepare for them to go ahead and tell you that Hotel Rwanda never happened. That was actually a white person that started killing all those people. Prepare for this, because this is what it ends up being. Because here we are now, right? The Dahomey fucking tribe, bro. Heroes? I think fucking not. They were barbarous savages that murdered, killed, participated in human sacrifice, and the list goes on. And if you have any ounce of respect for actual black history, you're going to read up on it. You're going to learn what this is, and you're going to learn the crime that was actually committed with the making of this film. And everybody involved in this project, again, should be arrested for, again, treasonous acts.
No, really.
Acts against actual American values.
Could you imagine anyone having a conversation with him and disagreeing with him?
Americans sitting here today, free, because of people who've died and suffered for us to be here. It is an insult to everyone, all walks of life, who've participated in our civil rights. And I am so fucking over fucking Hollywood and portraying this as some fucking nice or just or morally correct thing to fucking do. And that's the video. I can't say any more, but if you have an opinion about this, sound off below. Hit people with those facts. Tell them the history down below. Thanks for watching the #1 brand in honesty, and until the next video, don't watch this film.
Yeah, leave a comment disagreeing with him and see how well that goes over. All right, so why 1.1 million people dislike The Little Mermaid? So be ready for a big brain take here.
1.1 million people told you that this Little Mermaid that you're trying to push ain't gonna cut it. Now, because 1.1 million people dislike that trailer...
Dude, he's pulling the Milo Yiannopoulos card. Milo Yiannopoulos did the same fucking thing with the homophobic shit. Oh, I'm sure he's going on a delete spree in his live stream. He said a whole bunch of homophobic stuff, and he's like, oh, but I'm gay, and I even like black dick in my ass. No, you can still be homophobic, dude. You can still be homophobic. Quantum TV versus DSP versus Ben Shapiro. I don't know who Jason Genova is, but DSP you have to count out of that. Quantum TV and Ben Shapiro. Quantum TV is insane. Ben Shapiro is just a grifter. You know what I mean? But my valor was tick. I'm sorry. Did somebody say cupcakes? I just came to get a cupcake.
That's a good indication on how the movie is going to do at the box office, indicating this movie is basically Doa. Dead on arrival.
Movie could very well be shit, But your reasoning for it being shit is shit.
You would have avoided this, Disney, and all of the people who support this, if you would have understood the basics of racism. So I'm going to try to explain why 1.1 million people, myself included, dislike this film, and it is not because she's a black girl. It is everything to do with the racist stunt that you pulled. And simply put, that racist stunt is uninstalling one person's race because you feel like they're represented.
It's a fucking mermaid. They don't exist. Just because the fictional character was a white character, it could be any race they want it to be. It doesn't matter. I can't go find a half fish and half woman with big titties in the sea right now, so who gives a shit? Trust me, I've looked.
Try to relax your anus.
Breasts.
Like, come on.
Too much. And as a result, you are going to reinstall a different racial group that you think belongs in that person's place.
And you can't even go by the fact that got more dislikes, because you know every fucking racist loser has nothing better to do than to go click the dislike button on there. You absolutely know that. The film still may very well be shit. Just because it's shit doesn't matter the race of any character. It just could be a bad movie. But you knew that that was going to happen. The same thing happened with Starfire on Titans. I'm not even sure the scenario with that. Yet he trash talk. Yeah, isn't that interesting how he cherry picks things to talk about and how to talk about them when it suits him, Jack Floyd.
More. That is the most unethical thing that you could possibly do, and it's disgusting.
Yeah, why didn't they make another cartoon? That's what I think people wanted too. The Little Mermaid to be a cartoon. Let it be Little Mermaid be black in the cartoon. Perfectly fine with that. I think that would have went over much better. I don't care what race. Like, black, Latino, but I'm just saying, like, why did it have to be white? Yeah, have a black cartoon Little Mermaid. I think that would have went over perfectly, or at least much better. I think it was the live action thing. I think you nailed it. Had nothing to do with the race. It was the live action. All I give a fuck about is Sebastian is Jamaican. Yes, that's the most. He was fucking amazing. But I really think that if it was an animated Little Mermaid with a black, if the Little Mermaid was black and it was animated, of course you're going to have the racist fucking assholes. I'm sure he still would have complained about it, but I still think critically it would have went over better. That's a very good point. I have to read Solid Crusaders with Oblivion. It all started with Elden Ring, now with Mermaid, and now on movies. Where does it end with this guy? Why doesn't he stick to TV reviews? 4 anuses, yes.
Try to relax your anus. Try to relax your anus.
Breasts.
Well, that's the thing, is that he's because he's a narcissist. He craves the attention, and these are the kind of videos, oh, look, I'm watching it right now, that gets him attention. But he only wants the attention. He wants the attention that he wants. And he lives in some imaginary world where he makes these videos and just a bunch of people are like, yes, this is a genius take. 10 out of 10. I agree with you and everything. I would also suck your cock. And then when that doesn't happen and there's dissent, God forbid, he loses his shit. So it's weird. He gets off on the attention. I also think he partially gets off on the negative attention he gets from people like, I don't know, me. But he also hates that it makes him look bad. So he kind of is addicted to it, but he also hates it. It's very strange. Why is he wearing like a 3-piece suit jacket with a t-shirt under it? What is... Why?
Try to relax your anus.
I didn't mean to hit that. That's my point. Rudy, that's my point. Who the fuck cares? I used to be kind of stupid with that with transgender people. Like, I used to be like, oh, why do they have to have someone transgender in an Assassin's Creed game? And then I was like, why the fuck who cares? So long as the character is well written and placed into the game and works. I don't care if they're black, white, transgender, gay, straight, who fucking cares? So long as they're well written and work well with the movie or TV show or game, why do I give a shit? You know what I mean? It's fiction. So long as it's good fiction, that's all I care about. Mojo, because that was part of history. It's a fucking video game, dude. It's a video game. If you want actual history, go read books. You know what I'm saying? Hey Rich, how you doing tonight? I just got off work. What did tickle? He's just being thoroughly tickled, as always, man.
I am thoroughly tickled.
In the TV show Titan, Starfire is played by a black actress. People were up in arms, even though the actual Starfire is not any race and not real. That's what I'm saying. And then, there's a transgender, and that's not historically accurate. Even if it's not, who gives a shit? Like, you want to be a historian, go to school to be a historian. Read historical books. You know what I'm saying? He clearly only does TV reviews and wants to be alone. That's what I'm saying. That's the other thing that's amazing about him. Is that I know that's part of his shit. Like, he's like, what could get my channel back in the algorithm because no one likes my terrible TV reviews? So... I mean, there are some of his TV review videos I've noticed that for him pop off a little bit, but he's like, I'll talk about this thing that I know is wildly contentious and people want to, rip each other apart about it. I'll talk about this topic. But because he's a narcissist and delusional, he thinks he could talk about these topics and not get any flack for them. He thinks that magically only his channel is going to get a bunch of yes men. Not how it works, champ. I don't know why so many white men are upset about Ariel going from white to black. Their ex-girlfriends did that. It was the best choice. Quantum TV needs to relax. I'm not sure what you mean by that, DBZ. I really think, like Minxy said, had nothing. Like I said, I'm sure there are racist people crying about the fact that Ariel is black. But I think that film would have went over much better if it was animated and people wouldn't have cared about, who cares? Okay, animated. I don't care that the Little Mermaid's black. So long as it's animated, it makes the film feel more cohesive, Don't tell him that Marvel's Nick Fury used to be all white. All the hell will break loose. I don't know anything about Nick Fury. She was black in the original fairy tale. Was it? Is really? Oh, shit. John Smith, no, we shouldn't get on with the video.
Because for everybody who's
we should, as a matter of fact, I have to go piss.
Breasts. 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 Breasts.
Breasts. Breasts. Breasts. Breasts. Breasts. Breasts. Breasts. Breasts.
Try to relax your anus.
Buttling about all.
Try to relax your anus.
What if Rich secretly has Carlos tied up in his basement? So that if that's accurate, Disney Aviation roller coaster enthusiast, that makes this whole shit even more ridiculous. The person who wrote the fiction had intended for the Little Mermaid to be black. Oh God. Oh God. I don't know if that's true. I'm going by a super chat.
All these examples of all these actors that they somehow come up with examples that it's justified if they play this role, so we can do this, right? You're not volunteering your own characters to be race swapped. And that's the problem here. You only want other people race swapped, but you never want it to happen to you. People seem to have a problem with Aquaman now. I thought he did a phenomenal job, and he looked a lot closer to the source material from the comics than what Ariel looks like now with this Disney film. And I love that people reach to this degree, right? Because it's like people were saying that she's a fictional character. She's a sea creature. Yes, that's correct. A fictional character that has source content, an original look that people fell in love with, that is 34 years old.
Yeah, because everything was whitewashed, which I was trying to prove with showing that GM training video. Everyone, the men were white, the women were white. All the people they drove by were white. The women were sitting in the back. Times change a little bit, Quantum. His take is so ridiculous, man.
You now, 34 years later, come 2023, want to change and the exact opposite image of what she would look like.
So nothing should change? Really? You want to go by that? Should we bring back separate water fountains? You know what I'm saying? Like, things have to evolve and change. Times change. Should there be separate bathrooms again? Would you complain about that? Oh my God.
No, nobody's going to go for that. That is racist. And the reason you did it is because you feel as though there's not enough representation. That's racism. Don't veil it under saying like it's diversity. You're just trying to profit off of the word diverse.
Yeah, like again, I get the pandering. I understand that. It annoys me too. I explained my whole shit with that before. But this is beyond that. This is weird. Rich, there we go. Rich, he left a bad review for Target over their bathroom policy. Oh, come on, man. No penises. No penises. You made me have to... I can't remove your big cock. You're going to make me have to report you, bro. Come on. That's not fun. Sorry, dude. Well, I'm not sorry. You fucking dumbass. Like, dude, Toy, you're not blocked. Perfect example that I have a high tolerance level, but you can't have a small penis. You can't have a fucking actual small dick and balls in my live stream. That's not okay. I have some limits. Do not shit on me later. Anyway.
Diversity as you literally divide people.
Jay Dizzle,
because the truth is, there's nothing diverse about reaching into the Disney vault. 34.
Yeah, Quantum is just it's a fictional fucking character. Who cares if they made her Asian? Who cares if they made her Hispanic, Indian? It doesn't fucking matter, man. It's fictional. Like I said, like I agree with Minxy. I think it was people rather have had an animated film. I really think Bill Maher complained about a play depicting Joan of Arc as non-binary, saying it's rewriting. I just think it's an interesting take on her. I got to look at it. I have no idea the source material nor what Bill Maher said, so I'm not going to comment on that until I watch it.
4 years later, and saying, what Disney princess do we want to make black to profit off of the black families who feel marginalized and who feel put out? Because that's what this move is. And people like myself who have grown up black, being actually oppressed, hearing racial slurs, seeing injustice, we're not sitting here championing that because we know what it feels like to be put out because of your race. And now you guys are turning around and you're saying that white people need to be treated the same way black people were. These are the same people expecting white people to take a knee to black people or to lick boots and all this other stuff in society.
So society should ignore the black race exists and still have every lead character be white? That would be less racist? That's a really stupid fucking take.
Society. It's disgusting behavior. Racism is racism, period. If we are for equality, that means we all have a level playing field and a chance to succeed. That does not mean that, like, you feel put out, so therefore somebody else needs to...
Fine, I agree with the level playing field, but to make the level playing field, people need representation. Oh, my God. And yes, you can get an ack if I can find it.
You blew it.
Oh,
la 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 la.
Here it is. See? I needed to find other sounds to fill in the void. Anime. Finished my first day of college after 15 years of being out of school. Now I'm exhausted and need breasts.
Breasts.
You're right about the movie being animated. Look at how people reacting to the Lion King live act. Yeah, no live action with that shit. No live action. Just kills it.
Get dethroned so that you can be represented.
Yes, you can get this. Yes.
Do you see I'm on the fucking phone?
And again, you're not volunteering this happened to Black Panther. You're not volunteering this happens to any of the black characters that you fell in love with over the years. None of them. In fact, if they magically made Black Panther white, you'd have a problem. Immediately. If they made a new Blade movie and he was white, you'd have a problem. And we'd hear about it. And we'd hear from the news outlet, the media outlet, how racist that move was to do something like that. People say, oh, fictional characters.
Because there's much less black representation. So why make a character that was black when it's not represented as often white? It's not hard to... Oh, my God.
Can't be altered. Black Panther is a fictional character. He is not based on a real human being with superpowers, okay? Fiction is fiction, right? So if you're going to use that argument, make it make sense. She's a sea creature. If you watch the source content, she turned into a human being. So don't use that as an argument.
Oh, so that just... So a fictional mermaid turns into a fictional woman. So, gotcha. You got me.
Try to relax your anus.
Oh, Rich, we need Phil getting waterboarded again. Wait, waterboard? Phil got waterboarded?
Because it's a cop-out. Because the truth is, the same...
Yeah, I wonder if he got a... That was more than, what did he say, 2.8 seconds? He was showing some Disney footage there. Oh, Quantum. Better not do that. That's against copyright. White people have the most represent. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's why, dude. You know, anyone else find it odd that only grown men talking about the... Yes, dude, it is amazing, Griffin. It is amazing. Why is it a bunch of grown white... Well, no, him too. He thinks he's white. But why is it a bunch of grown dudes? Who gives a shit? Again... I agree with everyone saying this. I really think what the problem is people wanted an animated film. If it was a black Ariel in an animated film, yes, there would still be the small portion of racist assholes who would have been racist, but I think it would have went over better. But who fucking cares? Who cares?
breath that you use to say that Ariel should be black because anybody can do that, and they're just trying to teach children that anybody can be whatever they want, this Zootopia mentality, okay, which is very toxic. You can't be whatever you want. Unfortunately, we all have different skills, we all have different skin color and different abilities, and that means we are different. We celebrate differences, not everybody be.
Why does your skin color make you different in terms of, how does that tie into abilities? Oh no, is he going with, what is it called? Bro, is he going with the scientific racism thing, which has been proven false? Where if you're a certain race, that means you may have superior intellect? Oh no. Quantum, stop it. Stop it. As a black person, I know what he's saying. He's saying if you're going to treat us fairly, then do so, but don't pander and virtue signal for profit. I get it. But at the same time, it's a fictional character. Let it be whatever. And I genuinely think, like many other people said, and that was a good point, that if it was animated, I don't really think the race of her would have been as big of an issue for most people.
Being exactly the same and fitting into one box. She is a white girl with red hair, and that is okay. And you are a black girl. That is okay. You can exist in society as two separate things. And this inability.
That is true too. White actors have been playing non-white characters for decades. I'm trying to think. There's a bunch of examples, and I wish I could pop them into my fucking head right now. I didn't realize I would be going into this, but yeah, it's ridiculous. Like scientific racism, I think that's what it's called. Keffel's introduced it to me. I didn't even know that was a thing. Where it's like, well, obviously they're more intelligent than you. They're the right race. It's like, holy fuck, that's creepy.
Ability to let this existence happen, I think, is what really causes racism.
Marilyn Monroe is Cleopatra. That is true.
Because had you left Ariel alone, right, and you said, let's have an original story.
Yeah, how many times have there been white actors that have played different races? Why is that okay?
About the
Why is that all right? The Ancient One was a Tibetan band played by a white woman.
People in the Little Mermaid universe, nobody would have had a problem with it. Maybe a handful of actual races would have had a problem with it, but the majority of dislikes that you would have gotten would not have been 1.1 million people who are vastly offended by the racist stunt that you pulled. And then it's compounded further because it's like you have guys like me who love Storm, right? Like everybody's always talking they want a strong, independent woman. Not that fake shit like we're...
You know what's funny is that he cries that his reviews aren't taken seriously. And I think he's jealous that he's not looked at in the same light as like digital trends and Stop the FOMO and HDTV test. Well, dude, just like me, okay, because I went in forever, but I really started in 2011 going the news and drama route. This is what you chose. Which is fine. I chose that too. But the reason why I'm more successful than you is, well, one, I'm not racist and homophobic and insane. And two, you gotta own it. You want to be taken seriously like the TV reviewers, then you got to shut the fuck up about this and do the TV reviews. But if you want to be about this too, that's fine. But you got to own it. You can't have both. I know I'll never be Linus Tech Tips because I'm better looking than him. I'm kidding. I'm seriously kidding. But my point is, I'm never, with the kind of content I do, going to be as successful as him. But I'm aware of that. You think having this kind of content shouldn't overshadow your TV shit. And when it does, you cry about it and wonder why you're not doing the same shit as like the other TV reviewers. Do you see HDTV Test talking about the Little Mermaid like this? No.
seeing with She-Hulk, where she's literally twerking, which objectifies women and devalues them, right? Which Disney claims to care so much about, but...
Yeah, my favorite example was Mike Henry, a white guy voicing Cleveland from Family Guy until somewhat recently. He just voiced him because he made and wrote for the character. Now, see, on the flip side, people are going to think I'm based. If someone's already doing a character like that and they fit the with Cleveland's voice, like, here's the thing: if there was, I just care if someone's voice fits the character. Like, if there's a white animated character and it's a black man doing their voice, I'm perfectly okay with that too. I don't think when it comes to voiceovers that, like, oh, if it's a white person, it has to be voiced by a white person. If it's a black person, it has to be voiced by a black person. If they fit the role, just let them fit the role. I think with voice acting, that's where I'm like, all right, we're getting kind of silly now. You know what I mean? When we get into voice acting, it's like, really, we're going here? You know? But whatever. In the cases where white people played other races is because they looked more identical to the source that the general population knows about. I get that. But why couldn't they have another race that has the right look? You know? Not all black women. There's black women of various different skin colors, facial features, you know? They would think I'm explaining that right.
There she is twerking, right? Women aren't objects, but you do that to the She-Hulk, right? You know, but in the same breath, you have Marvel in your back pocket. You could have given us an original Storm film. Storm. She's black, she's a woman, she's independent, she's strong, and she's badass, and pretty much every guy would have been on board with it, and some women too, because women like Storm as well. I mean, really, I grew up watching Storm as a really cool character on the 90s X-Men, saw her in the X-Men films, and I really wanted to know more of that character. Never once was that touched on. Not a single person is asking for an original movie about her origins, about her story, nothing. That would have been more appropriate. On the DC side of things, getting into the story of Vixen, that would have been very cool. Nobody talks about these characters because they truly don't care about that. They don't want to spend millions investing in black people, just profiting off of the word diversity. And how they're doing it is very disingenuous, and it comes off as pandering when that's literally kind of what you're doing, right? You're uninstalling someone.
Somewhat of a point being made there. I'll give him that.
34 years later, because if you truly cared about diversity, it wouldn't take you 34 years to make something diverse. That's true. I mean, look at how many black Disney princesses there are. Do you really think if they cared about you and they cared about diversity, it would have...
He's partially not insane for a second. Yeah. Isn't that meme where when a person you hate says something right and they show that guy's picture like being shocked?
Taken 34 years? No, they would have done it sooner if they really cared about you. It's a buzzword, it's a trend, and we're sick of the trend. We're sick of you deciding arbitrarily that you want change because now you realize there's a market for it and you can get money out of it. It's a nasty habit, and it devalues race. It means that race is a costume to be worn so that you can profit, and you're not...
Yeah, all right, now I'm off the train again. But corporations do that with everything, dude. That's what they do. That's just how it works. It's how sales works. Pandering. Like I was always taught, you have to sell the person on you. So they have to sell their products to... They have to pander. That's what they do. So... All right, we're quickly back off the quantum train.
Not actually looking at the human beings behind that race, and that's where the problem lies, along with the other aspect of uninstalling one race to favor another. Those two things combined guaranteeingly will make sure that this movie fails. And again, if you don't trust me, the 1.1 million people told you, and it's going to grow. More and more people are going to hate this because this is a bad move.
I wonder how many of those people that disliked it, though, maybe disliked it not because it was a black lead character, but simply because it was live action and not animated. He's conveniently forgetting that there probably is a lot of dislikes in there that are because of that.
I don't know how this passed marketing pitches, because anybody with 2 brain cells to fire together could have told you that this is a very racist, divisive, and bad move. But you chose to go through it anyway because you anticipated that, like...
Yeah, that's the thing. Maybe, Quantum, the movie just looks like shit. Did you ever think of that?
For some reason, putting a blur filter over the dislikes, we're going to change the amount that you got, or we're going to change the amount of people that really don't like the concept of you literally saying...
I mean, look, he had for a couple times some valid points. I cringe saying that, but he does. Pandering sucks. I get it. It's annoying. Like, I think a perfect example of that was Lily Singh, them trying to make her a night talk show host because she checked all the boxes. Woman of color, I'm not exactly sure of her ethnicity, and she's bisexual. But she was not a night. She did not know how to deliver a joke to save her fucking life. But they were like, checks all the boxes, time to pander. And how'd that work out? So, yeah, it's real. I get it. He has a point with that. I get it. But then he goes off the rails again, and then I need to kiss a bird because that's what sane, grown, middle-aged men do. On the breasts.
Saying that white girls don't need to exist in Little Mermaid. Instead, we're going to put little black girls there instead because anybody can be Little Mermaid. And it's time they get represented. How many people, blah, blah, blah. All the excuses I see in my comment section. I've had more people attacking me because I'm interracially married, saying I don't love my people, as if we're like somehow in an avatar, connected in the tribe of Awa, connected my people. Like, I'm an American, and I love all of the people in my country, and I love all of the people in the world. I'm
about to prove that wrong again.
Not just like going to be loyal to black people just because we're black and racially bond with you over somebody else. That's stupid. That is literally racism, like racial superiority. I don't have that problem, right? I look at everybody as an equal human being. I judge you on the content of your character and who you are. I don't care about your sexual orientation. I don't care about your race.
Remember these words. Remember these words.
I don't care about your creed, none of that. Who you are as a person matters. And when you instinctually show up with this entitled attitude to somebody else's franchise that they built, 34 years, man, and then you're going to come through and usurp it. I mean, she didn't even try to respectfully sing the song. She's all trying to divify it and Beyonce it. Nobody wants that. That is not part of your world. That is not how the song was sung.
The problem with these movies and shows that most of the time they're terribly written, and that amplifies the negative reaction. That is very true too. Like, how about this? How about Disney? You come up with a new fucking idea. Stop pulling a G4 in Intellivision and stop trying to milk the nostalgia cow and come up with something new and fresh. That's a shocker, I know. And who cares at that point? There may be many people who will not mind, except the true racists, that it's a black lead character, black female lead character, because it's a fresh new animated idea or live action. They just want something good. Stop catering. That's what the real catering is, to the nostalgia. To the dopamine that goes off in people's brains when they see I remember in 1989 I had a mullet and I was watching Ariel. Make fresh new ideas. The talent is out there. Stop trying to milk the same fucking cows from 30 years ago, 40 years ago. Move on. That's where the real pandering is, to the nostalgia. The G4s and the Intellivisions and the Calico Chameleons. Fuck nostalgia. Make new ideas. How much new shit do they make? How many big games that come out are generally sequels? Movies that are remakes of old movies or are sequels? Hulk Hogan.
I love Hulk Hogan's dick.
Shut up. They just can't. Like, it's just milking the same old shit over and over. That's the real problem.
Okay? And people fell in love with these characters. I mean, really, it's not hard to figure out, and you're going to continue to fail so long as you go down that path. And so, while me explaining it will do nothing, I'll still get people who get racist with me, and I'll still get people who play dumb and act like they're volunteering their black characters to be race swapped. I know you know exactly what I'm saying, and it's not racist to say these things. This is just an opinion that unless a black person comes out and says, you'll cop out and say, oh, you're just racist. But the truth is, no race of person telling you exactly what I'm saying is racist. It is not fair or equal at all to look at somebody else and devalue their race just because you want it now. You want their spotlight. You want their reputation that they built up. But let me ask you a question. Which Ariel do you think is going to be on Disney merch at the theme parks? Which Ariel are they going to promote when they talk about the franchise on a broad scale? Do you think they're going to talk about the live action version, or do you think they're going to talk about the one that they spent 30...
What was that image? Which, okay, you're right about that. I'm sure it will be that Ariel. It's a valid point. But what was that? Why did you take like the worst still image? Come on, dude.
4 years building up. Because they know what they're doing. It's a trend for the moment. They're not changing anything by doing this outside of the hearts and minds of people about Disney as a whole and their new direction. And frankly, it's downhill, and it's going to continue to be downhill because of these divisive moves. And I'm just here to tell you that I am against this racist move, and I hope that they find themselves again and start making original content versus taking from other people. And again, I'll say this. It was not okay when Cleopatra was race-washed, and people were very upset about that, myself included. But it's also not okay with this example here. So we can't just have our cake and eat it too, and you can point fingers at all the examples of injustices in the past, but don't use the past to justify doing something unjust now. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard, because somebody else did the wrong thing once before. Now that gives you a free pass? Absolutely not. You need to take accountability for your current act.
Some valid points here, but the mask is about to come off in like a minute and a half.
Actions and the way you look to the world, and the world is spoken. We do not want a black Ariel with dreadlocks racially appropriating a Danish fairy tale to fit somebody else's feelings. We don't care that much about your agenda or whatever you're trying to push to accommodate that. We want a real original story. I think Haley, or whatever her name ends up being,
yeah, that's a very valid point. Cleopatra was a real person. Ariel never existed. Yes, you told me about this before, Classy, and I'm seeing it now. He's realizing that there's certain things he has to say and not has to say to put these videos on his main channel. He's finally learning but I truly love everybody. But if you really dig into my history, I'm a racist, bigoted piece of shit. I'm noticing that. That's why it's like, oh, wow, he has some normal-ist takes here. You're right. I'm seeing it.
Really haven't looked too much in her, okay? I think she should have been her own original princess. I think she should have a beautiful fucking soundtrack, okay, dedicated to her voice and her style, and I think people would really love her for her voice and her style to really get noticed. But to deny her that spotlight, to take something that was already established and to put her under the bus like that, this role was destined to fail from the beginning. She had no chance of winning, period. No matter what you thought, no matter what anyone else thinks, it had no chance of winning because you didn't give her her original time to shine. And I think that's really the problem here. If you really value black actors, you really value their original voice, give them the spotlight they deserve. Don't go trying to make something out of something else, like recycling and giving sloppy seconds where they don't need to be given. Nobody asked for this. And this is going to continue to be a problem so long as this is the mindset. Now, I'm making this video to try to maybe reach some of the people who maybe are thinking we're all just racist, crazy, psycho people, because we're not.
Yeah, he really is doing that. This is the most nuanced I've ever seen him. And I've been following this weirdo for a while now. Huh. Ah, he's gonna turn into a grifter, huh? That's what he's gonna do. He won't be able to handle it, though. He won't get as big as the quartering because the quartering is really fucking sensitive. But he makes the quartering seem like a tough guy. He won't be able to handle the pressure of being a grifter. The black griftering. Yeah, he's trying to tickle his way to the top, but he doesn't have what it takes.
What we're doing is just trying to explain to you why 1.1 million of us and growing every day hate this movie and will never watch it and will never support it and it will fail.
And too bad he doesn't have the mental resilience because he would be able to Milo Yiannopoulos it. He's black, so it's like, oh wow, so yeah, he could obviously he's not racist because he's black, but so he does say racist shit and they'll be like, but he's black, so now he would be like the perfect grifter. But he can't handle it. That's where he would still stumble.
If you can't understand that, continue to blow through your massive budget that you clearly have off of our years of supporting your business.
He's pointing at this like the past when it's about bots and trolls and all. Yeah, who knows? There may be a bunch of bots and trolls there too doing that. But with him, he discounts the dislikes. Yeah, it's a good point.
But don't be surprised when that money runs out and you're left with a question as to why people don't like you anymore. Because I explained it clearly. That being said, I want to thank you guys so much for watching the #1 brand in honesty. Smack a like on this video if you know where I'm coming from and you hate racism. If you disagree, dislike too, that's okay. Hey, do what you want. But until the next video, I'll see you guys later.
All right, let's get to Mask Off Quantum again. This portion of this... No, not these... Not those men. So here we go.
I just found another Pulse video that Quantum is in the comments
Ninjician
on.
can verify
so
these.
This one, as you can see by the title, 50 dead in Orlando gay club shooting.
Horrifying.
And I assume that based off this title, you have Quantum here, Next Gen Gamers, saying, good. Now, I'll get to all his comments in a second. But in this...
Keep in mind, he still has said similar shit recently, because you can go, I mean, as this is next level horrific. The guy verified it in the video, too. Ah, good. I didn't see that part yet. He still says this shit now. Like he said, women who go to Planned Parenthood should get shot when they walk through the door or something. Something with bullets entering them is definitely what he said. So I don't want to paraphrase, but he did say that. So his takes haven't changed. He's still the same. You love the thumbnail so much. That's AI Quantum. It's not even really him, so he could cry more. Yes, I will find a replacement for the bird. Why are we watching him again? Because he's fascinating.
Entire thread here. He commented 41 times. That says something. Now I'm gonna show you that this is his channel. It's him in the videos.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So this will probably be the last video.
And you can refresh
the shit
page.
I don't think anybody really...
Same as last time. This is real. So, in his first comment, I can only assume that he's saying this just based off the title, that he didn't really actually watch the video. But he says, good, I've said it for years, making sexual orientation based venues is a great way to die. That is horrible. If registered pedophiles make a club, this would have happened sooner. Stop announcing how you like it in bed. You keep that to yourself, or you see exactly how many people still hate gay. It's bigotry to demand equality only for the gays. I say this world is 50 times more clean now.
Ho, 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 ho. Yeah, there's no expiration date on that comment, Quantum. Okay, yes, sir. SRGI.
That is crazy. Wow, that is crazy.
Quantum TV got tingled in the pingas by Wizard Kelly for helping Oscar flagging Proud Snacks reviews. What the hell did he do?
Just gonna zoom in here for this. And I'm just gonna... He's the king of being ratioed. Even 6 years ago, 1 like and 86 replies. But...
because he has psychopathic takes. This is the real Quantum.
I'll read some comments. I'm gonna scroll through this entire thing just as proof, but
I couldn't find them. He did say them 6 years ago, so I didn't super dig, but
he's responding to someone saying this man has had enough of gay acceptance.
Yeah, look, he's trying to make the nightclub shooter out to be a hero.
It's being forced on us. Call him a terrorist all you want. But he did what needed to be done. He stood up to the gay oppression. This is what forcing families and friends out of gay communities to accept or suffer gets you.
Like, how is it gay oppression? Can I get a wow? Yes, you can get a wow.
Wow.
Like, who's... See, this is where I think he's closeted. Because who's forcing a dick in your ass? Who? No one's telling you to choose what you should choose in your bedroom, dude. That's your choice. They're not forcing you to do anything. It's so bizarre.
I can't believe I'm seeing this right now. War has...
Yeah, those videos he was making on his channel where sometimes he made sense were gaslighting.
Started on us. Straights for years. He isn't the last person sick of this gay agenda.
He's been
calling
coerced
him
by
a
some weird
terrorist is
forums.
more racism towards the Middle East. What is he talking about? You have no idea who he is. All you know is he's from...
Dude, he went into a nightclub and killed 50 people. That's all you need to know. You're defending him and saying...
place in Florida, so keep labeling racist, scared America. As for the rest of us who have seen this get out of control, I say good day. 50 less assholes poisoning our children with lies of equality at our expense.
There he is. There he is.
This is... And then, who's this? Alex. I assume it's this. We'll see you in hell. And he says, religion is the biggest scam in the world. You will likely be there alone.
Which makes it even weirder. But then you say you're a Christian straight man. So what's with the Christian then? I don't even think he knows.
Pretty ironic coming from him. And how can you be okay with innocent people dying? It doesn't matter who it is. He responds, they were not innocent. They were gay in a gay club.
Yep.
Death and war, only way change happens. People...
Oh, so he's promoting violence there too.
Like me want a world where gay is wrong because it is. A world where Target wouldn't dare have a bathroom issue. Okay, I know why he says that about Target. I'll put the screenshot up.
Ah, the review. Edit, haven't shopped at Target since the bathroom policy. Definitely not an American-friendly company. Way too social justice warrior, domestic terrorist, and less family/customer-oriented. Makes shopping hard when someone pushes a toxic agenda on you. I now shop online and at other non-SJW stores. Target has lost a customer for life. And he actually left a good review at first, but because they have gender-neutral bathrooms, which actually makes it more convenient if you really have to piss or shit. It's like, I don't have to worry about waiting for, you know what I mean? Oh, this fucking guy. For fuck's sake. For every tickled man, we get another Ronald Brown. I don't know who Ronald Brown is. Idris Elba. Oh, he was offered the role for James, but turned it down. Okay.
So you can see, but he basically made a review of a Target, and it's funny because he made the original review a pretty positive one, but then he edited it to be
because they had gender-neutral bathrooms. Holy fuck.
To be 1 star, and he was talking about how they have, like, all gender bathrooms. I don't even remember, but
gender-neutral bathrooms.
Crazy too, but that's why he's saying that. And a world where my daughter isn't forced to allow boys that want to be girls in her locker room. Gay is war on straight families. Stand aside and watch them take all your rights while I fight against the gay oppressive regimes.
Oh, God. However you feel, I know there's people that are conservative in my audience. Can we just agree that people shouldn't be shot dead? Like, that's all. That's a low bar. That's all I'm asking. However you feel about bathrooms, however you feel about gender identity in schools, we could have that argument another day, but no one should be shot dead. Will the RTX 3090 be worth it when PCIe? I'm going to get one, but you can't go by me because back and forth I'm an asshole. Yeah, it's basic morality. Yeah, and the bathrooms where they're gender neutral are private. Like if you go to Starbucks, they're one-person bathrooms. So it ends up being more convenient anyway.
I mean, Quantum really is, I don't know, unhinged. I really don't know. And he says, what have gay people ever done to harm you in any way? And gay people just want equality. They're not going to take your stupid rights that I don't...
Oh, he will fucking lose his shit. And yes, you could get 3 intro farts. I think I have to piss again. Ah, wait.
Breasts.
Be right back.
Relax your anus.
I'm gonna get coffee too.
Your shoulders. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Your anus. Try to relax
Gender
your anus.
neutral porta potties. Is anyone crying about that?
Try to relax your anus. your anus. Try to relax your anus. Try to relax your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Your shoulders. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your shoulders. Your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Your anus. Your anus. Your shoulders. Your anus. Your shoulders. Your anus. Your shoulders. Your anus. Your shoulders. Try to your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Your shoulders. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your shoulders. Your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Try to relax your anus. Try to relax your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Your shoulders. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your shoulders. Your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Your anus. Your anus. Your shoulders. Your anus. Your shoulders. Your anus. Your shoulders. Your anus. Your shoulders. Try to your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Your shoulders. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your shoulders. Your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Try to relax your anus. Try to relax your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Your shoulders. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your shoulders. Your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Your anus. Your anus. Your shoulders. Your anus. Your shoulders. Your anus. Your shoulders. Your anus. Your shoulders. Try to relax your anus. Your shoulders. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Your shoulders. Try to relax your anus.
Yeah, what a lunatic. Scared America. Remind me again, when was the last time LGBTQ shot a bunch of people? Oh, well, that's right, you can't. Because, yeah, unfortunately, people like this make me despise religion. And what's weird is that he's kind of like making it like he's not religious here. So which one is it, Quantum? Are you religious? Are you not religious? Do you use religion when it suits you and then don't use religion when you're trying to straw man your way out of an argument? Like, which one are you full of shit about? Like, which Quantum is the real Quantum? You know what I mean? Get my cans organized here. Cans. Yeah, convenient Christian. That's a good way to describe him, Mojo.
I don't think you deserve, but if that's what you want, then I can't stop you, Hitler. I'm not gonna read all of these. The kid was gay. I'd put them down myself.
Holy shit. He said he would kill his kid if they were gay.
It is a mental disorder that infects the weak-minded. I'm not offended, just disrespectful to those who say they value American values but won't go into war. Pretty ironic. Gay is a threat to stray families everywhere. I can't believe he just said that.
He's filled with a lot of hate, man. I wonder what happened in his life. He's filled with a lot of hate.
And he calls him crazy and he says, I'm necessary. He's fighting in this comment section.
Oh, he was probably instant replying.
So this person now says, nice man, you're a homophobic. That's great. Is it because of religion? If it is, that means God created it. Oh no, but wait, it's made by Satan. God made Satan. Oh dear, oh no. Well, it's your opinion that gayness is a mental disorder when it's a sexuality, but that's okay. I respect that. Now, I'm pretty sure he's responding to this guy. He says, religion is a tool given to...
Religion is a tool given to man to divide and conquer. Real truth isn't it a book of lies. It's all around us. The wealth of this world is in the balance we choose to maintain. Funny how nobody cares about the voice singer anymore, or the dozen shot down every day in Orlando. Only the gays are valued. Oh my God. This is the oppressive propaganda I oppose. He is fucking on a different planet, dude. But then he proclaims he's a Christian straight man, which I thought you were, but here you're making it like you're not religious. So are you just trying to win the argument so you're pretending you're not religious here, Quantum? Were you not religious back then? Just homophobic? Like, I'm confused here. Tickled Man was, well, he's still just as tickled.
Man, to divide and conquer. Real truth. I don't even want to read this. I'm just gonna keep...
No one's ignoring the other deaths, but one person walked into a nightclub and killed 50 people. Because of their sexuality and targeted them. That's what made it stand out, Quantum, you idiot. I'm not saying that.
Keep scrolling through here, like...
I gotta be very careful with what I say, especially with this asshole.
He's just ranting in these comments. He really is.
Suntendo
writing
guy,
out
thank you for
paragraphs,
becoming a member.
fighting with people.
God, just going back and forth. I wish they showed the time between. Like, he must have just stayed there fighting. I can't believe he said he would kill his own kid if they were gay. Yeah, and so it's gay people have clubs. It's only because as a gay person, I'm not gay, but I'm saying as a straight dude, I could go up to a woman and they may not be interested, but you get what I'm saying. It's okay. There's nothing considered taboo about it. If you're a gay guy, gay woman, you go up to a dude and try to introduce yourself to him. If you're a guy going up to a dude and you may get punched in the fucking face. You know, it's different, man. That's why they have gay clubs, so to mitigate that shit from happening. You know? You get what I'm saying. I'm not... Yes. I'm gay exposed. That's going to be clipped. But you know what I mean. So that's why they have... Because unfortunately, there's still a huge amount of homophobia in this country. So, you know... You can't, like, so that's why they have gay clubs, so they don't have to worry about that. You know what I mean? To clarify, I have no quarrel with religious people. I have a quarrel with assholes like the Tickled one who spout this kind of hate and use religion to justify it. And it's weird. He's ducking away from religion here because I think he wants to validate his argument more. And then people are wondering why we still need pride parades. Sorry, as long as homophobes and quantum TV exist, we will not be silenced. That's what I'm saying. And unfortunately, there needs to be gay clubs because there is still a bunch of homophobia, and a gay man or a lesbian woman can't just go up to somebody in a normal setting, because if that person's straight, which a lot of times when they're homophobic like that, I think they're not, you go up to the wrong person, you could get hurt, which is terrible. Like, just say, why can't the person just say, I'm sorry, I'm not interested? It's sad that it's that way. Looks like he hates his parents, it explains. Where are you seeing that? Is it from what he said there? Someone strapped Tickled Man to a rocket and sent him back to his home planet. Of other tickled men.
And again, I have to say this. He commented 41 times here. And his comment has 1 like.
And that just shows you how obsessive he is over it. So it wasn't even like he was getting like some positive. He was getting an argument. By the way, if you're saying they get weird looks and feel like freaks in a normal club, you're acknowledging that gay is wrong. What? Oh my God. No. You're acknowledging that people are homophobic, and it exactly what I just said. Whereas because it's still not accepted to the degree it should be. So if they go to a club that isn't a gay club, they go up to the wrong person and they're homophobic, someone's going to get hurt. Like, how is this hard to understand? This guy is insane. You weak. This is where I still debate if that fucking that Discord post where he's talking about snorting coke with your dad and having butt sex with your dad and snorting coke, because he's basically essentially going to the same level here. You weak thinking is exactly the type of thinking that allows sexual deviance free reign. If you think I'm a bigot, take a look at Canada's legal bestiality, and I understand I will die to prevent liberalism to allow hell on earth for all non-deviants. And you really think him saying having butt sex with your dad while snorting coke is out of the realm of what he would say? It may not be today, but one day your kind will be pitted against me. On that day, you'll wish you had listened to the only person here that knows war is coming. Holy... Like, this isn't even funny anymore. It stopped being for a while, but now it... No one knows for sure if that was real, so we have to still... It has to be just thrown off the table. These are real. It's been verified. If we can't verify it, I can't, because that makes me no better than shitheads like Quantum and the Quartering who will just, oh, a troll sent me something, so it'll make Rich look bad, so I'm going to use it. Makes me no better than that. But when you see this, it's like, all right, that everyone's saying, oh, that post may not be real. There's one hell of a troll who really knows how Quantum talks then. Just saying.
See, this is kind of like how delusional he is. He says in this one, it might not be today.
Like, he's ready for war over this shit. Like, literally saying violence will come.
But one day, your kind will be pitted against mine. I really don't understand why people think this, like, certain way. It's, yeah, I don't know. And what he's saying here is that he's saying that one day that the gays and the straights, it's gonna have a...
I don't know why he's like, well, I'm not Dr. Phil, Abby. It's not like I've sat down with you need to have a therapy session and find out why you are so homophobic. No, impatient. No, I answered you before. I agree. CB96, there is not enough mental... Dude, he needs to be in a straitjacket. I don't even... This is a level... This is obscene. This is why I talk about this. It's kind of like it needs to be discussed. I'm a YouTube commentator. This is what I do. This is out of control.
War. Like...
Gorilla, stop spamming. Yeah, it's almost like this channel got banned for hate speech. And dude, he's trying to do the quartering thing where, like, you know he's really like this. Like, you know the quartering is like this. Not to this degree. He's never said anything along these lines as far as I know at all. Okay? I don't pull the same games they do. I tell the truth. But the quartering shows his true colors on Twitter. And then he has his beautiful assistant sweeping under the rug for him. So what he's doing is he's flagging. There's that audience. That's how it works. They flag that audience. He's learning this now too, but he's too much of a psycho. Like I said before, it won't last. He's flagging that audience on different platforms like, hey, wink, wink, I am really the way you want me to be. I just have to pretend. So come watch my stuff because I'll cater to you. I'm really winking like a spaz right now at this bird. You're a really good looking bird. Fuck. But that's what they do. That's what they do. Oh, I'm really all about equality and everything like that. But actually, I'm really a racist bigot who's a piece of shit. And I actually cater to that audience and get them over to me on other social media platforms. And then they tiptoe the line in their videos, kind of like Quantum was doing with those newer videos. And they grift away. Grift. Quantum's starting to scare me. No normal person casually says this with a straight face. These should be reported to the FBI. Yeah. It's like really concerning. I can't say what you should do because it's just think. That's all I'll say. Unfortunately, that's all I can say. I remember when I used to be a homophobic POS when I was younger, I used to pick on gay. Did you really? I'm sorry. I feel bad. I was hiding that I'm gay. I'm gay. There's a perfect example. I remember you saying that before growing up 15. That's why when I was reading the first half of your super chat, I was surprised. Because I remember you saying before you were gay. That's why I say that, Quantum. It's not that I'm making fun of your sexuality or your religion. I don't care what your religion is. I don't care what your sexual preference is. But a lot of people who act like you or like how growing up 15 used to act are hiding their actual feelings. Let me know if you want beats. I can make my own beats, son. I appreciate the offer. Actually, I may take you up on that. Because I just want to do some kind of parody song. Maybe either about the Tickled Man or about Phil.
That's... I don't know. And now this guy says, I think the last thing gay people want is more violence. He says... he said,
I disagree. Quantum, a pedophile wants to have sex with a child and non-consented. They're not the age of consent. It's not the same thing. You sound like this stupid fuck. It was so funny. This woman back in the day, I used to know. She got pissed off at me because there was a film we were watching. I referred to. I didn't know it was considered racist back then. As a woman is Oriental. She's like, you have to call them Asian. That's racist. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know. But then she went into some really homophobic rant, like, you know, because she was mad because I forgot. It was like in 2006, and I forgot like which state legalized gay marriage or gay marriage legalization was on the table. I'm like, yeah, I think people who are consenting adults, if a man wants to marry a man or a woman wants to marry a woman, they should be able to. She's like, and she like looked at me with this look of fucking death. And she's like, what are you going to say next? That if a guy wants to marry a horse and have the horse fuck him, he should be allowed to? You're going to say a woman should marry a sheep? And I'm like, no, that's interspecies, and dogs can't consent to being butt fucked. It's not the same thing. How do you not understand that? But that's like I'm just homophobic. I'm full of hate is what they're thinking. Someone's probably going to clip that. And that's my excuse. No, you wanting to, if I actually wanted to fuck a bird is not the same as me wanting to have sex with a consenting adult of either gender. It's not the same thing. But psychos don't understand that. I feel like psychos like Quantum You Hope for a War is an excuse to, yeah, I think that too. Toy 2 times 4, your fucking name. My dad was like, what's next? People will marry a toaster? Like, how do you not understand that wanting to have intercourse with the same species, they just may happen to be the same sex, so long as they're of consenting age, is not the same thing. It's not the same thing. How is that so hard? You're two consenting adults. That's not the same as wanting to stick your dick in a toaster. If you don't understand how they're not the same, you're really fucking stupid.
Says, I disagree. You cannot allow one deviant sexual belief without allowing all of them. If you don't believe me, look at Canada's legal bestiality. It's a level of liberalism I will not tolerate. What's next? Pedophiles are allowed to run free.
It's not the same.
Because they can't control what their body
Holy shit.
Man. Yeah, I don't even know.
No, it's not the same, Quantum. People who do those hypotheticals are extremists who want to bypass the debate by saying outlandish crap to scare people. Yeah. Tucker and others at Fox specialize in this tactic. And just like how people like him use the pedophile thing against me. Their connection to that, I watched Vosh. Because you bring up stuff like that and it shuts people's brains down and they're afraid to go near you. Rich, can you look at Mecha Carlos sensually? Yes. Where is that fucking bird?
Breasts. Breasts.
How about I have a fire sale on that one chip challenge? We're at $474. If we get to $700, I will do the one chip challenge. $700. We have a fire sale super chat goal for suffering. You are a bird with metallic
breasts. Breasts.
You're a nice looking bird. Shut up! Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway.
He's now just going on. He thinks he made a good point about.
Oh, what about incest is. No, incest is not okay. You cannot compare incest and pedophilia to the gender that you're attracted to. It's not the same. Two consenting adults is not the same as someone who wants to rape a child. Two consenting adults is not the same as a brother and sister wanting to have sex and fuck up their gene pool. You idiot.
That incest and all that stuff, but it's really a terrible one. It's really terrible.
Sexual what? Oh, it's the same comment.
What's it called? He's calling being gay a deviant sexual.
Rich, I need to let you and everyone else know Bath and Body Works has a candle called Thanksgiving Dinner, and it smells exactly like you would think. It's wild. Smelling like large roasted birds.
Breasts.
Belief. Yeah, I don't know.
It's all the
There's more
same.
replies.
No, it's not.
I didn't even think that was. I don't know. I think this Build Bill is Rangers here. Since it was 6 years ago, probably a bunch of these people have changed their YouTube names. I mean, Quantum has, you can see, I'm not going to say that, but I mean, that's what he had his YouTube channel name as. So am I really, like, wrong for showing that? I don't know. He's probably going to give me a privacy complaint on this. That's going to suck.
No, not Quantum. Not that he would try to sweep this under the rug instantly. Oh, hey, everyone. We got to pause for a second. Here's why. I have to do a cameo. I almost forgot. And I'm going to do it live on stream. They're turning birthday. He's a bum and he really wants to lick your ass. Nothing is sitting on his ass. for Brandon. All right, here we go. Doing a cameo. Hey, Brandon. Happy birthday. You're turning 26. I'm actually live streaming right now, and I'm sending this cameo because I didn't want to miss it because my time management skills suck. Anyway, Enrique wants you to know that you're a bum and that he really wants to lick your ass, no cap, 110%. I don't know anything about that. I guess apparently ass licking may happen. Also, you know what? I have a giant bird here, and what I'm going to do for you live on stream is kiss those beautiful bird breasts. Anyway, happy birthday. And I'm just a man on the internet streaming. The headphones do make me look sexier, I must say. Hey, Brandon. Happy birthday. And there you go. I did a cameo. Hey, that's actually a way to do a shameless plug, too. Nice segue. I get money, you get a cameo, I say stupid shit. It's a win-win. Yeah, it is an easy 30. But I agree. You're right. And I think, like, I ain't shit. I'm not a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? And I see people that aren't celebrities either on there. They're charging like $100, some motherfuckers are charging like $500 more. Really? Who are you? You know what I mean? So it's something fun that I do. It happens enough. I'm actually surprised how many I get, and it's fun. You know. I thought that was a way to give some good energy with it too. Hopefully they enjoy it. So I have to. I know I'm going to get that candle. And on Thanksgiving Eve, I'm going to sniff it. Yeah, or $500 for some terrible dating advice. And how to make money, like, oh God, I can't wait to do a video. I know I can't do it this weekend because I'll have my children, but I can't believe he said he would kill his kid. That is so cold-hearted. Yep, and that's definitely his channel. Ooh, baby. Anyway, there's another one here.
Another Pulse video. And I mean, the thing is I've been trying to find comments from him on other like topics, but it's only Pulse videos that I can find comments from him on. 3 of them that I found them on. So
no, I will not do. There is no amount of money I will do the fermented fish for. No.
He really.
We are at 484. If we could get the 700 during this stream, I will do the one chip challenge.
It has something about the Pulse thing. But
yes,
I mean, here's his comment. This is.
Here we go. I don't care about gays who put targets on their back being killed. They segregated themselves from society and rounded themselves up in one place. Gay is still hated. You might accept it, but a 5-4 win is far from unanimous. You were 1 vote away from deadlock. Stop celebrating. We don't like you. Wow. Holy shit, man.
It's his channel.
Yeah. No amount of money. Classy Tech, none.
And I'll refresh.
And he showed it.
Sorry about that. And it's still here, still the same. It's still live right now. He says, I don't care about gays who put targets on their back being killed.
Alright, let me see. What is the name of the video? Let's see if it's still there. I know he's probably watching this, so that's probably a stupid fucking... What is the name of the video, kiddo? Stop the hate. 49 celebrities. Stop the hate. 49 celebrities. Yeah. Let's see. How would I find this? Let's see. Knowing him, it's probably gone. Show us the goods, keep up with the... He deleted the... Oh, of course he did. Quantum, we know who you really are, bro. We know who you really are, dude. Let me take out the titties. Hold on. I'll figure it out solid. I'll get it to you next week. Like this upcoming week after the weekend. Actually, I'm going to go piss first, then I'll take off the shirt. I have to take off 2 shirts. I have 2 shirts on right now. And then we'll, there was something else I wanted you to watch. I know where it is. Someone making fun of the Amico. It's really funny. I'll be right back. And then I'll play some Call of Duty Modern Warfare on the Ioneo Air Pro shirtless. Wait, you need music.
Breasts.
Oh, yeah. It's actually good because I want to put the t-shirt back on
Breasts.
All right, so let's watch that. I gotta get it. I think I sent it to Jay. It's some guy making fun of the Amico, and I just found it pretty fucking hilarious. Outback penis house, no penis just right. Outback penis house. Google Fish changed his name to Outback Penis House, and they used to have that stupid jingle. This video is pretty fucking funny. I'll actually put the guy's link in the description. Hold on one second. Let me copy and paste it over here. Or don't, and I'll have to just get his link.
Hey guys, so I was recently just browsing on GameStop's
Birds are satisfying. They satisfy me.
website, and I came across this.
Man, we're actually at 5:46. We're actually, unfortunately, dangerously close.
And I couldn't believe my eyes. If you don't know, Intellivision used to make consoles back in the day of like Atari and shit. And apparently...
Excellent, excellent. You know, back in the day, Intellivision used to make consoles in the days of like, you know, Atari and shit. What's up, Mike Wells? How are you? How you doing today? I'm doing well.
They're coming out with a new console called the Intellivision Amico. This is the purple edition.
380. They up the price. Did they say 350? Is this Canada? Maybe that's why. Cock Media. Oh my God. No, ESRB. That's the States. That's the States. They upped it to 300. Oh, but okay. So this is the special edition. That purple is not a reason to. Holy shit!
Exclusive to GameStop.
It's not
Canada.
on sale. It's not coming out. Look at the placeholder date. It's not.
As if this will ever come out. But I mean, look at this thing. It looks like a cheap toy that's gonna break in 2 seconds. Look at the controllers. What is this?
It was Tommy's fucking ego-riddled brainchild.
This looks like something you would buy for like $30 or something. Look at this shit. Oh,
don't worry, but they'll have the bargain version in a second.
Can't believe this is a real console, and it's $380 apparently. I don't know. I don't know about this. I don't think that this will ever be released.
No, sir, it won't. If you only knew the rabbit hole of this.
Apparently, it's supposed to be released on the last day of December this year, but I seriously doubt that's gonna happen. Oh, here's the black version. Since it's not the exclusive purple edition, it's cheaper for some reason, $340. But it looks just as crap.
340. And it's not even. It's a mid-range chip from 2015 for smartphones in there. Unbelievable.
Oh my God. Oh, here's the purple one for some reason.
What's 100? Are you the real Anonymous?
Can't even get their photos organized.
Look at these fucking games. It's so true.
Look at this shit. Intellivision Live skiing. Look.
Yeah, they're good ports. No, Isaiah, they're excellent ports. They're excellent ports on there.
Look at this shit. It looks worse than a mobile game. How do you make this shit look worse than a mobile game on a almost $400 console? Look at this shit.
Like, yeah, imagine coming home, spending $400. Hello, Chantel. How are you? Oh, ESRB is in Canada. Maybe it is. No, well, the $350 price is what they said it would be in the States. So.
Who's gonna buy this?
Spend $400 on a console, and this is what you see, some shit that looks like a Flash game from 2004. Oh man!
Look here! Look! Listen!
Look at that face.
Yo, and I'm hearing, actually, there's another little itty-bitty video we could watch. I believe it's from Ninja Kitty. or the No Swear Gamer that it looks like there may be some financial troubles with Tommy, allegedly.
This was my reaction when I saw the Intellivision
I'll lower the
Amico
look here.
console. I was like, this shit looks worse. This looks like fucking PlayStation 1 graphics coming out in 2022. Look at this shit. Who's gonna want to play this? Who the fuck is gonna want to play this shit?
Look here! Look, listen!
Like the competing
lowered that quite a-
consoles, PS5, Xbox, even the Switch.
Like, what the living fuck would you get that over a Series S for? What would you get it for? There are plenty of family-friendly games on there, too. Oh God, I sound like a 41-year-old Leafy. Yeah, no, it's still loud. Fuck. That's a loud sound clip, Wings. Jesus. You were angry.
Look here! Look, listen! Look here! Look here! Look here! Look, listen! Look, listen!
I like that. I don't know why it's so funny.
Look here! Look, listen! Look here! Look here! Look here! Look here! Look here! Look, listen! Look, listen!
Like, I can't believe, yeah, get a Series S any day. Get a Switch OLED. Plenty of family, just Switch OLED, Switch Sports destroys this thing. This was a Frankenstein monster from Tommy's egotistical narcissism. And he might be in financial trouble because of it. And man, like, I kind of agree with Pat and Ian. His career should be fucked after this. I'm sorry. You've lost all of your integrity, Tommy. All of it. It's gone.
Switch, and then you have this piece of fucking trash. No one's gonna want to play this. Oh my god, and I thought it was made by Intellivision, but it's made by Cock Media.
I guess I'm 12. I find that funny. It's made by Cock Media. Hey, it's made by you. You're a big cock. Tommy will have to sell his Spider-Man. Like, he's selling shit. Like, they're not sure, but it, like, ties up. Like, it's a one-of-a-kind thing that would be sold, and it matches stuff that Tommy would have. It's kind of specific, but it doesn't guarantee it, though. I have to be very careful with what I say. So, Anonymous, I heard you made someone butthurt because you wanted to show, like, an Elden Ring benchmark. How dare you? Graphics is like stuff you'd find on a Shockwave, which was a Flash game. Yes! I remember that website. And they want to charge $380 for the special purple dildo edition.
Of course it sucks fucking cock. It's made by Cock Media. Maybe you pronounce it differently.
I think it's Coke.
Koch Media? No, it's fucking Cock Media. This is some goddamn bullshit. Here's a listing for just the controller.
$90 for that over-engineered piece of garbage.
The white version. $90. This shit is the same price as a set of Joy-Cons. You're telling me this piece of crap's as good as a Joy-Con? Hell no. And the Joy-Cons aren't even that good. They're not
like, even the disc controller was such a bad idea.
even that good. Well, look at this.
Yeah, I get you're saying the video is childish, but the points are valid.
It has like a... It doesn't even have buttons. It has like a disc that you move around to control.
Anonymous, not tonight, but one night I would like you to call in next week.
What the fuck? What kind of shit is this?
We'll talk more.
This is something they would release back in the Atari age, and now they're trying to release it as like, oh, remember Intellivision? This is a cool retro console. But it's just as it's like...
Yeah, you could get 2 Switch Pro controllers from Amazon when they have like a sale, right? Dude, What a shit show.
Almost the same price as modern day consoles like the
Okay, I will.
PS5, the Switch, the Xbox, and all that. So why would you buy this to play some like?
The reason why I won't do it because, like I said, I got to end the stream relatively soon because I gotta get my kids in the morning.
Shitty wannabe retro games. Like, this is some goddamn bullshit. Who the fuck approved this? Who approved this? This
Tommy Tallarico did when he bought the rights to Intellivision.
had to go through multiple layers of approval, and I can't believe it.
Yes, I know.
Like, when they put this up on the GameStop website, didn't they check? Did they see this? And they were like, what the fuck is this? Anyway, that's pretty much all I gotta say about the crappy Intellivision Amico. We'll see what happens when it comes out, but I honestly doubt this piece of shit is ever gonna come out.
No, it's not. It's not going to come out. Walt, I'll give you a sub. Okay, so no swear gamer. I believe. Maybe Ninja Kitty? No, no swear gamer, I think is the... No, Super Bat. Maybe, let me look up Tommy. Could have swore it was him. No. Shit. Tommy, maybe I have to look up Tommy Tallarico in financial trouble. Oh, it was Ninja Kitty. I was wrong.
Hey everyone, it's been a while. I apologize for not uploading, but summer was busy, so I apologize. Don't worry, more things will be coming soon. So for today's video, an
extremely rare SNES development kit. Let me see what someone's saying to me here. Check Gara's Twitter real quick. I always forget how to spell Garaa. Alright, hold on everybody. Breaking Tickled news maybe? Garaa of the Rage. I also bury the hatchet with okay, just to be clear, Quantum's seen this and demoted me to a regular mod. I explained it wasn't intentional or the focus. Talking about Elden Ring. Wow. So Anonymous was finally on September. So the whole mod thing we heard about with Elden Ring, it was something different with in terms of it was the frame rates for PS5 and Series X. Okay. So finally on September 19th, this is Anonymous saying this about Quantum. After he uploaded on his controversial Truth channel a video called Addressing Stolen Valor Accusations, he attacked the military and my fellow soldiers, calling them bullshit. At this point, as a 9/11 vet, I had it, so I sent him several messages asking him to either apologize or at least clarify his statements, and was met with him literally doubling down on his original statements. There's a shocker. We continued to text by phone back and forth in disagreement. I knew how it was going to end, as he ends every disagreement with a ban. I was already done with months ago, but this was the finale. I am very happy where I'm at now, and our members can speak freely here. I've never banned anyone or nor plan to. All are welcome to join. Below is the Elden Ring frame rate pick. That is what he fucking banned him over. Or demoted him. Wow. What an asshole.
I was surfing Twitter and I saw a link to an auction site that was...
Well, now you've seen the pettiness and ego, Anonymous, that we've seen for a while. Now you see the real him.
Auctioning off a Super NES emulator developer kit. So I clicked on the link, and if you look at the description, I'll read off the description here on the screen. It says Nintendo 1991, an extremely rare Super Nintendo development kit emulator SE, given only to developers working on Super Nintendo games. This particular unit was used to create the audio for game franchises such as Earthworm Jim. Hey, I wonder who created the music for Earthworm Jim. Madden Football, Cool Spot, that also seems familiar. Jungle Book, Chuck Rock, and Jim Lee's Wildcats. And then it goes on talking about what Nintendo and who created it. But for that list of games, I decided to surf over to Mr. Tallarico's webpage, and I'll spare you guys his background music that he has on his site because it's annoying as hell. But if you go to his games section where he's worked on, if you look, you can see Earthworm Jim, Madden 96, Jim Lee's Wildcats Covert Action Teams, Cool Spot, Jungle Book, and Chuck Rock. So you can see each of the games that were on the list here. So this leads me to believe that this is Mr. Tallarico's developer kit. And no, I don't know for sure if it is or not because it doesn't say his name, but...
Yeah, a couple games missing. However...
We all know how he collects all old equipment and how he doesn't like to get rid of stuff in his house. It's quite cluttered.
Man, he got some sagging-ass man titties. Holy shit. I mean, I know. But they're like...
So it leads me to the conclusion that this might be his, and if you go...
Takes off his shirt, man. You can fucking kick his nipple on the floor.
Go to the location of the auction. It's in Sherman Oaks, California. Now, I don't know where Tommy lives directly or whatnot, but I went to Google Maps, and I know the Irvine... they had an office in Irvine for the Intellivision Amico, and it's within an hour of Sherman Oaks. So...
Man, people don't miss a fucking trick, dude.
I would like to say that this is probably Tommy's unit that he's selling, and his starting bid is 20,000 USD. Seems a bit high for, I don't know, I know it's rare and whatnot, but is it really worth that much? But it also leads me to wondering, why is he selling this, if it is?
Yeah, Tommy doesn't like to sell shit. He's known to be a collector. That I even know.
It's him. Why now? He's very proud.
Tommy showed this off in a Nintendo documentary. Are you sure it was this one, though?
Out of all his old equipment and whatnot, so is there something that we don't know that's going on? Why would you sell it? I also noticed in the auction lot, it's all pop culture stuff, so it's possible that he owns some of this stuff, because we know how his house is.
Could you imagine I bought it, and Tommy had to, deliver it to me? It might be worth
hoarded full of so much junk, but a couple items here I'll show right now on the screen. There's a collection of 15 rare game consoles and one cassette for 2,500. A collection of 6 Magnavox Odyssey consoles and accessories, which he has asked, or the starting bid is 2,500. Atari 7800 Pro System console and games 2,500, and Famicom console accessories and game collection 5,000. I know for a fact that he has a bunch of these things. In some of his house tour videos, or even in the interviews he's done online, if you look in the background in his loft room there, you can see a bunch of them. They used to just sit on the deck,
oh shit, yeah, a lot of them match up.
Sit in a pile, collecting dust. So it leads me to wondering, why now? Why is he selling his beloved collection now? Is there some money issues? We have heard rumors from, reliable sources such as the Retro Bro. Like, who's not more reliable than Retro Bro? Come on now. Has he ever told a lie? But him and also Saggy Melons both have said that Tommy's in some financial hardships, and there's rumors it's because he blew it on the Amico or possibly some marital issues. We don't know. I don't know. But seeing this stuff here, it does raise.
I trust Saggy Melons. That sounds funny to say.
Ben-Hur, Ben Stiller.
You blew it. Does raise an eyebrow, so I wonder what's going on with Mr. Tallarico here, because he does love his old video game collection. So now I don't know for sure this is his, so I can't confirm.
Yeah, it's speculation.
It leads me to believe that it might be. Let me know what you think. Write in the comments what you think. Do you think this is Tommy stuff? Somebody else? Coincidence? What do you think is going to happen next? So I'll end the video here now because I don't really have much else to say, but stay tuned. I do have a couple more funny Intellivision / Tommy Tallarico videos coming in the pipeline, and I'll see you in the next one.
What is this? What the fuck is this? Oh no.
And pull yourself up a chair. The jury.
Yo, I was just watching this.
Let the fun begin. It's time to wet down your hair. TV short and tight.
I'm gonna watch the Tommy Tallarico house tour. He did a house tour, and what's interesting about it is that he used to like to flex all this shit.
This is Dave Meltzer, CEO of Sports One Marketing, Entrepreneur's Playbook, Entrepreneur's Elevator.
Wait, that's a new one. Is this the old one?
Next on Offbeat America, grab the joystick because the games never end in this California home.
It's the house that somebody would have had when they were 12.
And stand back. We've got lava flowing
Tommy is still 12.
inside this Colorado home. And later, you won't believe what this couple's got growing on their roof.
Just come up and weed the roof every week or two.
Get ready for a wild road. These are too cool. Thousands of heroes are a big obsessed.
I feel every household should have a Spider-Man room.
That ain't it. Is this?
Hey, I'm Tommy Tallarico, composer and sound designer for video games. Also the president of the Game Audio Network Guild, also known as GANG. And I'm going to show you around my place.
I don't know if this was actually MTV Cribs. Was it?
Well, these are all my kind of video game toys. I haven't really put them together yet. Warcraft and Mario.
Screw you, Mario! I'm a way better game!
Earthworm Jim, huh? See the Earthworm Jim? Groovy! In the rain or in the snow. In the rain or in the snow. Oh, here's Maximo, a game
Oh, dear God.
I worked on as well. But check this out. I just got these in. Ho ho! I'm talking
I guess it was MTV
about the
Cribs.
Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball Girls. Christy, hi! I remember the first time I played Rastan. Awesome soundtrack.
This wasn't the
Would you
one,
like me to hum some of it for you? It's a dun 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 dun. This is the piano room. A lot of video game tunes
Did
have
she
been
really?
written right here on this piano.
That's crazy. I didn't even know.
Everything from like Earthworm Jim to Tony Hawk Pro Skater. That one sound where you smash into the bus, it goes. my castle pool.
Yeah, this isn't the one, though. This doesn't show, like, all the crazy other shit.
This is the 12-foot Velociraptor. I saw this and I said, hold on now, hold the phone. I ain't going anywhere until this sucker comes back to me. So you want to be careful with the Velociraptor, he bites. Here's all of the games. I think one of the reasons I've kind of had some success is that I am a gamer and a composer. See, a lot of guys out there just do music and maybe they're not into games, but I'm a gaming freak first and foremost. This is the jungle bedroom.
Got a jungle bed.
A waterfall here, which makes me want to pee at night, oddly enough. Look what I stole! That's the fertility idol from Raiders of the Lost Ark. I know every home should have a 12-foot Velociraptor. This we know. But does every house have a Spider-Man ride? Watch this.
Why? Point being, crap, it's getting late and I gotta get my kids in the morning. Point being is that Tommy loves collecting. He also loves to flex that he has money. If he's possibly selling his stuff. And I kind of trust Seggy Melons. Again, that sounds funny. As a source. Not saying it's accurate, but you never know. There's a good chance there's truth to it. I just peed in my waterfall. Congratulations. So everyone, have a good evening. I'll be back tomorrow with videos. Probably not a stream tomorrow. Sunday I'll be back to streaming. So have a great night. If it was a little bit earlier, I would have played some Modern Warfare, but we ended up going later than I expected, which that shouldn't not be expected. But I'll see you tomorrow. Got some interesting shit to talk about, and I'll see you Sunday again with a stream. Have a luscious one.